Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the San Diego Padres and the Atlanta Braves. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. John Schmaltz gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Digging in the switch hitter, Manuel Diaz. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He's going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Stepping up to the plate, Fernando Tatis. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 44 on the year. And the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
What an amazing home run we just witnessed, and lucky for us, we're going to take a look at it again with Show Track. And as the numbers come in, the projected distance of that blast over 490 feet. That's right up there with the longest home runs we've ever seen.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Matt Antonelli. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right, and that is off the wall in right field. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay throw, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Mark McGuire.
Into the box, Mark McGuire having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Now at the plate, Big Daddy David. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Chopped weakly to the left. Swanson scoops it up. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Line drive to center field. Grissom will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Padres draw first blood here on the solo home run. Home half of the first coming up from SunTrust Park, and the Friars are off to an early 1-0 lead. Jake Peavy is on the mound for the Padres in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Boy, here's an interesting pitcher. He actually pitches better on the road than he has at home this season, which is not an easy thing to do. Sometimes guys just like being on the road, being in a different hotel, warming up and going out onto a different mound. Whatever the case, this guy definitely loves pitching on the road.
Digging in, Ronald Akins. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-2. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Braves have now tied the ball game at 1. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by Show Track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers. Into the box now, Manuel Diaz. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Diaz aboard here at first with nobody out. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, how about Dansby Swanson? He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Fred McGriff. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Into the box, Marcus Grissom. Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Wow, we really got to see some elite speed burning around the base paths on that play. He came all the way around to score rather easily, and that top speed on show track makes me think we should start saying he's in scoring position when he's at first base.
Stepping in now, Chipper Jones, and it's fouled away. Two out here and a runner at second. Here's the 1-2, and he fouls this one off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in now for San Diego, Matt Stairs. First at bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And D-Row, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And the Friars are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
Now to the plate, Benito Santiago. And he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the National League in RBIs entering play. Set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Despite possessing some of the nastiest stuff in the big leagues, Smoltz came into the year with high expectations but has looked somewhat shaky so far this season.
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Jake Peavy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1-1. Runner's on his way to third. Bouncer to the left side, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
Now batting, second baseman, Manuel Diaz.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manuel Diaz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 1-1, here it is. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll be off the right field wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. In now, Fernando Tatis, bounced weakly near the plate. That winds up foul. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Diaz over to his left. And that's the second out. But one's all they get as the run scores.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt Antonelli. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Diaz at third with 2 away. Line drive to center field. Grissom is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Padres on top, 3-2. Set to get his day started, Hank Aaron batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Cut fastball misses 2-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Lifted down the line in left. Oh, he brought it back.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Padres line up on base. Fellas, one thing I want you to focus on is the fact that this team flat plays big. They lead the National League with the fewest errors. Can't tell you what that means to a pitching staff. You will see this team bear down on the defensive side of the ball and make some great plays in this one.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Fouled away. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Into the box now, John Smoltz. 1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup, because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They trail 3-2. And welcome back to Cobb County, Georgia for baseball on MLB Network. 3rd inning set to get underway. Ready for another chance? Mark McGuire. He reached on a single in his first try. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Flowers corrals it. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Big Daddy David. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
The 2-1 home. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Akins is after it, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Standing in now, Tony Gwynn. 3-2 now.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Payoff pitch on its way. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 38th home run of the season for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Stepping in now, Matt Stairs. Back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there, as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Runners on the move for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. So he's in safely there following the 1-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category, and in fact lead all of baseball as well. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that's off the left field wall. The relay. And he'll get in there at second base. Not the home run, but he's got himself a double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our Show Track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box, Jake Peavy, and the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Manuel Diaz. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him.
They say when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning. This inning is starting to get away from him.
Standing in now, Fernando Tatis. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Ready once again, Matt Antonelli. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Now the 2-1. Runners off for second. Pitch misses. The throw down. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
The 3-2 pitch. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Padres lead it 7-2. Leading off the inning, Ronald Akins, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Manuel Diaz. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 23 for him thus far. And it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Into the box, Dansby Swanson. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The next 0-2. Gets the outside corner, strike 3. So with 1 gone in the inning, you take a look there at the current National League Western Division standings as you see where the Padres find themselves entering play here today. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Fred McGriff. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Now the 2-1 pitch. This is skied into short left center. Tatis is calling for it. 2 down. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping in for the Braves, Marcus Grissom. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now the 1-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That That's a foul ball. And that misses 2-2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Here now the 2-2. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Again, he sends it out of play.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep, but combined 5 times in this one.
Matty B, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
2-2. 3 runs already home here. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fouled off. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Padres lead it 7-5. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Mark McGuire. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. McGuire is retired, and there's 1 away. Digging in and looking for more. Big Daddy David already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. So 1-1 home. Drilled on the ground to short. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Striding in once again, Tony Gwynn comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box now, Matt Stairs. Strike taken to throw. And he won't get the throw off, actually, as he can't find the handle, and it's a successful steal of third base. Heading out towards shallow right. Diaz over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They lead it 7-5. The next to bat for Atlanta, Hank Aaron. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Push to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
Standing in now, Tyler Flowers. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Stairs is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Now batting, the pitcher, John Smoltz.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, John Smoltz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there, and sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Stepping in now, Ronald Akins, and he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 7-5. Digging in once again, Benito Santiago. High in the air down the right field line. Akins sprinting after it, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
In now, Jake Peavy. Right back to him on the mound. And an unproductive at-bat that time as the runner holds at second with 1 away now. It's fair to say that early on at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Manuel Diaz. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Hit in the air to right field. Akins is there. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Padres lead it 7-5. Ready to take his hacks again, Manuel Diaz, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Line drive to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Fred McGriff.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Fred McGriff. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Diaz stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stairs on the move. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
At the plate, Marcus Grissom. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. 2 out, nobody on. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will as it heads to the corner. A fair ball.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hit for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed so he can find a gap or find one down the line. Maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get 1 more at bat in this one.
Into the box, Chipper Jones hit sharply on the ground. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Padres on top, 7-6. Mike Foltynewicz will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Mike Foltynewicz.
Ready for another shot now. Fernando Tatis comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. The 1-1 home. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Antonelli.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Matt Antonelli. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Aaron's back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
The batter, right fielder, Big Daddy David.
Striding in, Big Daddy David. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Aaron facing back. Still going back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a two-run shot to left center. Home run number 42 on the season as they jump ahead by 3. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly what's happened. This ball's jumping at you.
You know, D-Roll, this is always a nightmare for a pitcher. Not only is this a good hitting ballpark, but the wind blows out on top of it. This is the last place you want to be a pitcher at.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Strike 2 swinging. Here now the 2-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
Into the box now. Matt stares. Oh, high. Deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 302 career, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Standing in now, Benito Santiago. Bounce it to the left side, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
TV.
Garvey will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 6, Steve Garvey.
4 runs here in this half inning. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grissom has a play. And that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Padres 11 and the Braves 6.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for San Diego, number 53.
Into the box now, Hank Aaron. He singled his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Stepping in now, Tyler Flowers. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
The pitcher, number 12.
Daniel Lockhart will get to call the pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Daniel Lockhart.
And it's fouled away. Hit hard to short. Tatis scoops it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 5. It's 11-6. Back here at SunTrust Park, it's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Braves, number 46, Chase Whitley.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Manuel Diaz. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. The 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Fernando Tatis.
Digging in once again, Fernando Tatis. Line drive to center field, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
In now, Matt Antonelli, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with 1 away.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mark McGuire. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the double steal is on here. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily. So both men in motion that time, but they narrowly avoid running themselves out of the inning as the batter strikes out on the pitch. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Big Daddy David. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Line drive base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, talk about having a day, Devo. Gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Padres lead it 13-6. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ronald Akins.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So it's an inning-opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Hey, guys, that's a well-executed slider down and away right there. The batter just did an amazing job of staying inside the baseball and driving it the other way.
Into the box now, Manuel Diaz, who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played a game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter giving that bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman, Fred McGriff.
Ready for another chance, Fred McGriff. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 2-1 home. This ball is crushed down the line in left. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Fred McGriff becomes out number 2 this inning. Ready for another shot now. Marcus Grissom, 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Set. Here's the 3-1 on the ground to third, and he is in there. Safe.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Akins on third. Diaz over at second. Grissom on at first with 2 down. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
Now batting, left fielder, Hank Aaron.
Riding in once again, Hank Aaron. Seven runs on 12 hits and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. 8th inning coming up. Padres lead it 13-7. Digging in and looking for more, Matt stares, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Ready once again, Benito Santiago. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. He's set. Here's the 3-2. A little bouncer. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 35 now on the season, as this is now a 7-run ball game. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well, because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
The 1-2 is in off the plate.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Manuel.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Manuel Diaz. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Padres lead it 14-7. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator is going to sleep well tonight, because as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Michael Bourne will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Michael Bourne.
7 runs on 12 hits and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. And he fouls this one off. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Standing in now, Ronald Akins. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches. If you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, the ball flying out at near record pace.
Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high, and it's gone. So it's a two-run shot to right center, his second of the game, as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit. Into the box, Dansby Swanson. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 9th inning coming up. The Padres on top, 14-9. Peter Moylan enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Bouncer down the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Another full count pitch on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left, his second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. In now, Matt Antonelli. Back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season. Well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Stepping in now, Mark McGuire. That's a strike to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses. Throw down. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. So kind of a questionable time to be trying to take third, as that very easily could have been a strike him out, throw him out doubles play, but he is in there with 1 away. Standing in now, Big Daddy David. Swing and a little tapper. swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats.
Hey, great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day. Into the box, Tony Gwynn. And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now. David, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Three-two pitch. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with the double.
In now, Matt Stairs. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. The 2-2. And another foul ball. Second and third here, 1 man out. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as the blowout continues.
Well, I'm not sure that ball's ever going to be found. It went so far. One of the most impressive home runs we've ever seen, and the show track numbers are just ridiculous. Get this, the projected distance registered at over 500 feet. Very few balls in history have reached that territory, so expect to see that one on highlight reels for a long time to come.
Into the box now, Benito Santiago. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, number 53. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Manuel Diaz.
Digging in to try it again, Manuel Diaz. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Nope. 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
All even now, 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Seared down the first baseline. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Padres lead it 19-9. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Fred McGriff. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. The 3-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 3-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gwynn waits on it. 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Marcus Grissom.
Making his way to the plate, Marcus Grissom, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot on the ground is short. Tatis is there. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out.
Jones.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Chipper Jones, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
High in the air out to center field. Gwynn has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
19-9 on this day. The Padres scored 19 times in this one. Jake Peavy earns his 12th victory in the ball game. John Schmaltz was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Time of the ball game,